Today I'm going to be installing my homemade Homelink or garage door opener slash gate opener system. You know, those little clickers that are always on your visors and stuff that make noise and drive you nuts. So what I'm doing, this is what the circuit boards are going to go in. You'll see that in a second. I've run a wire and I ran it, I'll show you guys, through that little nub that's underneath here. You guys should be able to see down there where it comes out. Let's see, right there. That's that little nub. I just kind of snipped the end a little bit and then pushed the wire out from the inside. And this little box I've got here is gonna just be double-sided tape to the top of the box, and I'll leave some slack in the wire so that if I need to take the box off, there's room for it to move. And then of course, it comes in through the inside, right in the corner is where that little nub is. I ran the wire up behind everything there, and then it's gonna run right up the edge here and come out underneath the center console shift area, if you will. And I'm gonna put a couple of momentary switches right here. They're gonna replace these. And what I do, I'll show you guys, is use those switches. This is from a previous installation, so I'm just gonna reuse them. But I drill a hole through, stick the momentary switch, through the hole. And then when you push the button, it will activate the garage door opener, which is here. It's just a circuit board with a wire soldered onto the contact point. It does the exact same thing as if you push the clicker button itself. It's connected in the same spot. Soldered on there, very simple to do. I have a couple of videos on the channel about that. If you want to see that, you can search that out. So I had them in this little tray. This is the tray, of course, that sits behind the bigger screened radio. And there were my buttons. You just push them, and I didn't have to do anything to the truck. And I don't really have to do anything now because I already have these. I can just pop these out when or if I sell the truck down the road and put the originals back in. You'll never know I did anything. So I have to pull the circuit boards here and then mount them inside my box here. And then we'll connect up the wiring that's sitting in the truck there to the switches that I'll put in underneath. To pull this off, it's pretty simple. You just start in the corner and kind of pull up a little bit. It's just held on by those little friction pins. Be careful, of course, because you may have some wires to switches here. I don't have any, so for me, that makes it really easy. But I do have the 4x4 selector with the ECT power, tow haul, all of that is connected. So I have to be a little careful when I pull this up. I'll remove these switch covers, the blanks, put my own in, and we'll be good to go. Okay, the project is done. Ran into a problem. Always seem to run into problems. One of the switches that I connected, or more specifically the wire that I ran from the garage door opener to the momentary switch, had a break in it. So I didn't know that, even though I tested it. I must have done something when I was running the wire, but it did not work. So rather than running a whole new wire, I decided that I would just put both of the switches, or the transmitters, I guess, on the same wire, and then when I push the button, it'll activate both, which means it would control a gate and it would control the garage door as well. Not a problem because they're not close to each other, so they can't reach as far as range goes. It just means that I'll be activating both of them at the same time every time. I don't think I care. Right there is the button, and it is better from that perspective, I guess. I only have one button instead of two in the center console area, so I have more room for other stuff, I suppose. I had thought about moving these buttons down as part of this as well, but I gave up on that. It was taking too long screwing with it, so that's a whole nother project. But anyway, that's it. We're done. We've got the button. Now all I have to do is push. And I know you can't hear it. I have the garage door blocked, obviously, because the truck is hanging out of the garage and I don't want it to come down on my truck. But you still get a sound from the garage door opener itself when you do that, and I heard that clicking sound, so it works. Now I got to go take a drive, see if the other part of this works. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, then I'm back to square one, but I think it will. Anyway, that's just a quick alternative, I guess, to Homelink if you don't have it, to be able to at least open your garage door with a momentary switch. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd be curious. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.